So often in life, we find ourselves asking for things. We wish for success, for love, for peace. We focus on our desires, praying for them to manifest in the way we envision. But what if I told you that the universe doesn't care about your wants in the way you might think? It's not about what you want that matters. It's about something deeper, something far more powerful. The universe cares about your vibration. Your vibration is your frequency, the energy you emit into the universe. This vibration is not merely an abstract concept. It is the very essence of who you are. Your thoughts, feelings, actions, and beliefs all contribute to the frequency you project into the world. Just as everything in the universe, from the smallest particles to the vastest galaxies, vibrates at a certain frequency, so do you. The energy you put out is what determines the experiences and people you attract into your life. Imagine your thoughts as waves of energy traveling out into the world. If you think positive, loving, and empowering thoughts, you are sending out waves of positivity and light. Conversely, if your thoughts are negative, fearful, or self-doubting, you are emitting a lower frequency. The energy you carry within you doesn't just stay inside, it radiates outward and interacts with the energy around you. The beauty of this is that the universe responds to this frequency. It attracts like energy. If you are vibrating at a high frequency, you will attract experiences, people, and opportunities that match that vibration. If you are vibrating at a lower frequency, the universe will reflect that as well. Our world is a reflection of the energy we put into it. So, if your vibration is one of love, joy, and abundance, the universe will respond by bringing more love, joy, and abundance into your life. On the other hand, if you're constantly thinking thoughts of fear, scarcity, or self-criticism, the universe will mirror those thoughts back to you. This is not punishment. This is simply the law of attraction at work. The energy you send out is what comes back to you. To understand the importance of vibration, consider how it affects your physical body. Our emotions, thoughts, and experiences directly impact our physical health. When we are angry, stressed, or anxious, our body releases chemicals that can affect our well-being. On the other hand, feelings of peace, love, and gratitude promote healing and balance. The higher your vibration, the more your body responds with vitality, health, and ease. But when you are in a low-frequency state, feeling anxious, upset, or negative, your body responds by lowering your immunity and inviting stress and disease. The beauty of understanding your vibration is that you can change it. You have the power to shift your frequency at any given moment. The thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take all contribute to the energy you emit. If you are experiencing negativity in your life, it's a sign that your vibration is out of alignment with what you desire. But the good news is that you can raise your vibration by shifting your mindset and your action. One of the first steps in raising your vibration is to become aware of your thoughts. Pay attention to what you are thinking throughout the day. Are your thoughts focused on the things you desire, or are they filled with doubt, fear, and worry? If you find that your thoughts are negative, take a moment to pause and shift them. Instead of focusing on what you don't want, start thinking about what you do want. Replace thoughts of lack with thoughts of abundance. Replace thoughts of fear with thoughts of courage and possibility. The more you focus on positive thoughts, the higher your vibration will rise. Another powerful way to raise your vibration is through gratitude. Gratitude is a high-frequency emotion that has the power to shift your energy almost instantly. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you elevate your vibration to a place of appreciation, joy, and abundance. Try starting each day by listing 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude is a magnet for positivity and abundance. Additionally, taking inspired action can raise your vibration. When you act with purpose, confidence, and alignment, you send out a frequency of empowerment, whether it's taking a step toward your dreams, practicing self-care, or being kind to others. Inspired action moves you into a higher frequency. It's not about doing more, but about doing things that align with your true desires and your highest good. When you feel excited and motivated about something, you are aligning with your higher self, and your vibration naturally rises. You can also raise your vibration by surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people, places, and environments you spend time in have a profound impact on your energy. If you are surrounded by negative people or toxic environments, it can be challenging to maintain a high vibration. Conversely, if you are around people who lift you up, support your growth, and share positive energy, your vibration will naturally rise. Seek out environments that inspire you, uplift you, and help you stay in alignment with your highest self. Finally, remember that your vibration is constantly shifting. Life is a dynamic experience, and there will be moments when you feel low and other times when you feel high. The key is not to judge yourself during the low moments, but to recognize them as opportunities for growth and learning. When you feel low, ask yourself what you can learn from the situation. What is the message behind the emotion? Often it is during the most challenging moments that we have the opportunity to rise and elevate our vibration even higher. Your vibration is the energy you send out into the world, and it shapes the experiences you have. By becoming aware of your thoughts, practicing gratitude, taking inspired action, and surrounding yourself with positivity, you can raise your frequency and attract the life you desire. You are in control of your vibration, and by consciously shifting it, you align with the abundance and joy that the universe is waiting to bring you. Self-worth is the foundation upon which everything in our lives is built. It is the deep, unwavering belief that we are worthy of love, respect, happiness, and success, regardless of external circumstances or past experiences. The power of self-worth cannot be overstated because it influences every aspect of our lives. How we treat ourselves, how we allow others to treat us, and how we show up in the world. When we truly know our worth, we align with our highest potential, and the universe reflects that back to us in countless ways. The power of self-worth lies in its ability to shape our reality. When we recognize our inherent value, we begin to make choices that honor our needs, desires, and boundaries. We stop settling for less than we deserve, and we attract experiences, relationships, and opportunities that are aligned with our true worth. On the other hand, when we struggle with low self-worth, we may find ourselves in unhealthy relationships, accepting poor treatment, and holding ourselves back from pursuing our dreams. This is because our external world often mirrors our internal beliefs. If we don't believe we are worthy of abundance, love, or success, we inadvertently block these things from entering our lives. One of the most powerful aspects of self-worth is its ability to influence our relationships. When we value ourselves, we set clear boundaries and communicate our needs with confidence. We don't tolerate disrespect, and we don't allow others to take advantage of our kindness. This doesn't mean we become rigid or selfish. It simply means we recognize that our well-being matters. When we honor ourselves in this way, we teach others how to treat us. We attract people who see our value, respect our boundaries, and support our growth. On the other hand, when we struggle with feelings of unworthiness, we may allow toxic relationships to persist. We may find ourselves constantly giving to others while neglecting our own needs, or forgiving harmful behavior because we feel we don't deserve better. But the truth is, we are worthy of love and respect, and we must first give that to ourselves before we can truly receive it from others. Self-worth acts as a mirror reflecting how we allow others to treat us. The more we value ourselves, the more we attract healthy, loving relationships that nurture our growth. The power of self-worth is also evident in the way we treat our bodies and minds. When we recognize our worth, we take better care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. We make choices that honor our health, our well-being, and our desires. We no longer engage in self-destructive behaviors or feed ourselves with negativity because we understand that we deserve better. We choose to nourish our bodies with healthy food, engage in activities that bring us joy, and engage in self-care practices that restore and rejuvenate us. We also give ourselves permission to rest, to relax, and to enjoy life without guilt. Our bodies and minds are temples, and when we honor our worth, we treat them with the respect they deserve. Another powerful aspect of self-worth is its ability to propel us toward our goals and dreams. When we truly believe in our worth, we are more likely to take bold action toward our desires. We stop doubting ourselves and begin to trust that we are capable of achieving greatness. We set high standards for ourselves because we know that we are deserving of success. Self-worth allows us to step outside of our comfort zones, face challenges with confidence, and embrace new opportunities without fear of failure. On the other hand, when our self-worth is low, we may hold ourselves back from pursuing our dreams. We may feel unqualified, undeserving, or incapable of achieving success. But the truth is that our worth is not determined by external achievements. Our worth is inherent, and it is not dependent on what we accomplish. The key to unlocking our full potential lies in recognizing that we are already enough just as we are. When we operate from a place of self-worth, we trust in our abilities and take inspired action toward our goals, knowing that we are deserving of every success that comes our way. Self-worth also plays a significant role in our ability to handle setbacks and challenges. Life is full of ups and downs, and we all experience failure, rejection, or disappointment at some point. However, when we value ourselves, we don't allow these setbacks to define us. We recognize that failure is not a reflection of our worth, but rather an opportunity for growth and learning. When we have a strong sense of self-worth, we are able to bounce back from challenges with resilience, knowing that we are capable of overcoming anything that comes our way. Building self-worth is a continuous journey, and it requires commitment, self-compassion, and self-awareness. It involves shedding the limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns that have held us back in the past. It requires us to forgive ourselves for past mistakes and to release any guilt or shame that we may carry. Building self-worth means embracing our flaws and imperfections and recognizing that we are worthy of love and acceptance no matter what. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate self-worth is through affirmations. By repeating positive statements about ourselves, we begin to reprogram our subconscious mind and replace negative beliefs with empowering ones. Affirmations such as, "I am worthy of love and respect," "I am deserving of success and happiness," and "I am enough just as I am," can help to strengthen our sense of self-worth and align us with our highest potential. Ultimately, the power of self-worth lies in its ability to transform our lives. When we recognize our inherent value, we stop settling for less than we deserve and start creating the life we truly desire. We attract healthier relationships, greater success, and more opportunities for growth. We become empowered to take control of our lives, pursue our dreams, and live authentically. The more we embrace our worth, the more the universe reflects that back to us, bringing us everything we desire and deserve. In life, it's easy to become fixated on the outcome, the end result we desire. Whether it's landing that dream job, finding a perfect relationship, or achieving a specific financial goal, we often focus on the destination rather than the journey. However, the true key to success, happiness, and fulfillment lies not in obsessing over the outcome, but in focusing on alignment. Alignment means being in harmony with your highest self, your values, and your true purpose. It's the internal state of being that determines the quality of your life, far more than any external achievement. When we focus on alignment, we shift our attention from what we want to the energy we bring to the pursuit of our goals. This is a subtle but powerful shift. Alignment is about ensuring that every action, thought, and feeling is in harmony with your desires. It's about becoming the person who is already worthy of the outcomes you desire, rather than endlessly chasing the end goal with desperation or anxiety. The power of alignment lies in its ability to attract what you truly want effortlessly. When you are aligned with your higher self, the universe responds by drawing experiences, opportunities, and people into your life that are meant for you. The more aligned you are with your true essence, the more the universe can bring you everything that's in alignment with your soul's purpose. This isn't about forcing things to happen or trying to control every aspect of life. It's about trusting the flow of life and allowing things to unfold in perfect timing. Alignment starts with clarity. To be aligned, you must first know what you truly desire. Not what society tells you to want, not what your friends or family think you should strive for, but what truly resonates with your soul. This clarity comes from deep self-awareness and reflection. What excites you? What makes you feel alive? What feels in alignment with your authentic self? These are the questions to ask yourself when determining what you truly want. Once you have this clarity, you can begin to take action toward your goals. But it's important to remember that this action must come from a place of alignment, not from a place of fear or scarcity. One of the challenges people face when focusing on alignment is the temptation to constantly measure progress based on external outcomes. We live in a world that places great emphasis on results, the promotion, the accolades, the material wealth. While these things can be fulfilling, they are not the ultimate measure of success. True fulfillment comes from the process itself, the inner peace and satisfaction you feel when you are living authentically. When you are aligned, you feel at peace with yourself, regardless of whether or not you've reached the specific outcome you've set. You know that you are on the right path. And that's what matters most. When we focus solely on the outcome, we often miss the beauty and lessons of the journey. The path to success is never linear, and the detours, setbacks, and challenges are where the real growth happens. If we're too focused on the destination, we might overlook the growth that's occurring within us as we navigate obstacles. Every moment of struggle is an opportunity for personal development. And by focusing on alignment, you remain open to learning, growing, and evolving. You don't need to control the outcome because you trust that the right things will come to you in their own time. Another crucial aspect of focusing on alignment is letting go of attachment to specific outcomes. When you become too attached to a particular result, you can fall into the trap of frustration, impatience, and anxiety when things don't unfold as you expected. This attachment to outcome creates resistance, and resistance blocks the flow of energy and abundance. Alignment, on the other hand, requires trust. It requires you to surrender to the process, knowing that whatever unfolds will be in your highest good. By releasing attachment, you allow space for the universe to bring you something even better than what you had imagined. Focusing on alignment also means staying true to your values and integrity. When you align your actions with your core beliefs, you create a sense of harmony within yourself. This harmony radiates out and influences every aspect of your life, from your relationships to your work to your health. When you act in alignment with your values, you no longer feel conflicted or drained. Your energy flows freely, and you are able to give and receive in a balanced, fulfilling way. In relationships, focusing on alignment means showing up as your authentic self. It's about being true to who you are without trying to mold yourself into what others expect you to be. When you focus on being aligned with your own truth, you attract people who resonate with your energy and values. These are the people who will support you, encourage you, and help you grow. When you are in alignment, you don't waste energy on relationships that are out of sync with your higher self. You begin to set healthy boundaries and let go of connections that drain your energy. When it comes to career or personal goals, alignment means working from a place of passion and purpose. It's not about climbing the corporate ladder for the sake of status or chasing wealth just for its own sake. It's about finding work that lights you up, that feels aligned with your mission in life. When your work is aligned with your soul's purpose, it no longer feels like work. It feels like a natural extension of who you are. The universe will then open doors that allow you to thrive, and you will find that success follows naturally when you align with your true calling. The beauty of focusing on alignment rather than outcome is that you release the pressure to make things happen. You shift from a mindset of scarcity and fear where you believe that you must fight for what you want to a mindset of abundance and trust. You understand that everything you desire is already on its way to you. And by staying aligned with your highest self, you simply open the door for it to enter your life. This is the magic of alignment. It's about trusting the process, knowing that you are always on the right path, and that everything you need is already within you. Gratitude is a powerful force, one that can transform your life in profound and meaningful ways. It's easy to overlook the significance of gratitude in a world that often encourages us to focus on what we lack or what we still need to achieve. But when we consciously choose to focus on the things we are grateful for, we shift our energy and perception, opening ourselves up to more abundance, joy, and peace. Gratitude is not just a passive feeling or a simple thank you. It's a mindset and a practice that, when cultivated, has the potential to bring about significant changes in your life. At its core, gratitude is about appreciation and recognition. It's about acknowledging the good that is already present in our lives, regardless of our current circumstances. We often get caught up in the desire for more success, more material possessions, more love, or more achievements. However, the truth is that everything we need to feel fulfilled and whole already exists within us and around us. Gratitude is the key that helps us recognize and appreciate the abundance we already have. When we choose to focus on what we are thankful for, we begin to attract more of it into our lives. This is the law of attraction in action. What we focus on expands. By consistently focusing on gratitude, we send out positive vibrations that invite more of the same into our lives. Gratitude also plays a crucial role in our emotional well-being. When we express gratitude, we shift our focus away from negativity and stress, creating space for positive emotions to flourish. Instead of ruminating on problems or challenges, gratitude helps us reframe our perspective, allowing us to see the opportunities and blessings that are present, even in difficult situations. When we are grateful, we feel more connected to ourselves, to others, and to the world around us. This sense of connection is deeply healing, as it reminds us that we are never alone and that there is always something to be thankful for. One of the most transformative aspects of gratitude is its ability to improve our relationships. When we take the time to acknowledge the kindness and support of others, we deepen our connections and foster a sense of appreciation and respect. Expressing gratitude to others not only makes them feel valued and appreciated, but it also strengthens the bond between us. Gratitude has the power to dissolve misunderstandings, heal old wounds, and create a more positive and loving atmosphere in our relationships. When we are grateful for the people in our lives, we begin to attract more positive interactions and experiences, creating a ripple effect of kindness and love. Practicing gratitude also has a profound impact on our health and well-being. Studies have shown that people who regularly express gratitude experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. Gratitude enhances our overall mental health by helping us focus on the positive aspects of our lives, which in turn boosts our mood and emotional resilience. In addition, gratitude has physical benefits such as improved sleep quality, stronger immune function, and lower blood pressure. When we feel grateful, we are more likely to take better care of our bodies and our mental health, as we recognize the importance of maintaining a positive and balanced lifestyle. One of the most beautiful things about gratitude is that it doesn't require any special circumstances or material possessions to practice. It's something that anyone can do anywhere at any time. Even in the most challenging moments of life, there is always something to be grateful for. It could be the support of a friend, a beautiful sunset, or the ability to take a deep breath. Gratitude is about finding beauty in the present moment and recognizing the many blessings that surround us. It's about acknowledging the small, everyday miracles that we often take for granted. When we train ourselves to see the good in the world, we begin to live with a sense of wonder and appreciation that enhances every experience. To cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude, it's important to make it a daily practice. One of the simplest ways to do this is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. They can be big or small, and they don't have to be related to any particular event. The act of writing them down helps to solidify the positive emotions and helps shift your focus toward what is good in your life. Over time, this practice will retrain your mind to look for the positive in every situation and will help you to develop a greater sense of appreciation for all that you have. Another way to integrate gratitude into your life is by expressing it to others. Take a moment each day to thank someone, a friend, a family member, or even a colleague for something they've done or simply for being who they are. Gratitude has the power to uplift others and strengthen your connections. When you make a habit of expressing your gratitude, you'll find that your relationships deepen and that people are more likely to show up for you in ways that are meaningful and supportive. It's also important to practice self-gratitude. Often we are quick to acknowledge the goodness in others, but we neglect to recognize our own worth and contributions. We all have unique talents, strengths, and qualities that make us special, and it's essential to acknowledge and appreciate ourselves. Practice self-compassion and recognize the hard work you've put into your personal growth, the love you give to others, and the progress you've made on your journey. By practicing self-gratitude, you enhance your sense of self-worth and create a positive, loving relationship with yourself. In addition to these practices, it's crucial to understand that gratitude isn't about ignoring the challenges we face or pretending that everything is perfect. Life is a mix of ups and downs, and it's okay to acknowledge the struggles. However, even in the midst of hardship, we can always find something to be grateful for. Gratitude doesn't deny reality, it simply invites us to see the bigger picture and recognize that every experience, good or bad, has something to offer. Even in difficult times, gratitude allows us to find strength, resilience, and growth. The power of gratitude lies in its ability to transform our mindset, our emotions, and our relationships. When we cultivate a practice of gratitude, we change the way we see the world, shifting from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. Gratitude opens our hearts and minds to the beauty and blessings that surround us every day. By focusing on the positive, we not only attract more of the same into our lives, but we also experience greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. Gratitude is a practice that has the potential to change our lives, one moment of appreciation at a time. Surrendering to the flow of life is one of the most powerful and liberating practices you can embrace. It means letting go of the need to control everything and trusting that life will unfold in its own perfect timing. So often we fight against the current, struggling to bend life to our will. We become attached to specific outcomes, trying to control circumstances, and in doing so, we create resistance. This resistance only leads to stress, frustration, and burnout. But when we surrender to the flow of life, we release this tension, allowing things to unfold naturally, with ease and grace. Surrender doesn't mean giving up on your dreams, losing your sense of direction, or becoming passive. On the contrary, it's about accepting that life is not always going to unfold according to our expectations and learning to trust that the universe has a plan that is even better than anything we could have imagined. Surrender is about releasing the attachment to the how and when, and instead focusing on trusting the process and being open to the journey. At the heart of surrender is the recognition that we are not in control of everything. And that's okay. Life is full of uncertainties, and despite our best efforts, we can't predict every twist and turn. However, when we let go of the need for control, we begin to see that the flow of life often carries us exactly where we need to go. Surrender is the act of stepping back, taking a deep breath, and trusting that the universe is always guiding us toward what is meant for us. When we surrender to life's flow, we stop trying to force things. We let go of the anxiety and pressure that come with trying to make everything fit into our own plans. Instead of pushing and striving, we learn to respond to life with a sense of calm and patience. We stop resisting the natural course of events and begin to go with the flow. This doesn't mean we stop working toward our goals, but it does mean that we allow space for things to unfold at the right time without forcing them into existence. When we embrace the flow, we trust that what is meant for us will come when the time is right. Surrendering to the flow also means letting go of expectations. So much of our suffering comes from the gap between our expectations and reality. We envision a certain outcome, and when life doesn't align with that vision, we experience disappointment, frustration, or even resentment. But when we release our attachment to specific outcomes, we open ourselves to unexpected blessings. Life often surprises us in ways we could never have planned, and when we let go of rigid expectations, we create space for life to surprise us in the most beautiful ways. This doesn't mean that we become passive or complacent. It's important to note that surrender doesn't mean stepping away from action. We are still called to take inspired action, but we do so from a place of ease and alignment rather than force. Instead of pushing ourselves forward with anxiety or desperation, we align ourselves with what feels right, taking each step with trust, knowing that each action is bringing us closer to our highest good. Surrendering also means releasing control over other people. We cannot control the actions or decisions of others, no matter how much we may want to. Trying to control others often leads to frustration and conflict. But when we surrender the need to control how others behave or how they respond to us, we create space for more harmonious relationships. We allow people to be who they are without trying to mold them into what we think they should be. This doesn't mean we allow others to treat us poorly. It simply means that we accept them for who they are, and we choose to respond from a place of love and understanding rather than resistance or frustration. There is immense power in releasing the need for certainty. We live in a world where uncertainty is often seen as something to fear or avoid, but in truth, uncertainty is one of life's greatest gifts. It's the very thing that opens us up to new possibilities, growth, and transformation. When we surrender to the unknown, we allow ourselves to step into new experiences with curiosity and openness. We trust that even if we don't have all the answers, everything will unfold as it is meant to. By embracing uncertainty, we release the need for rigid control and allow the universe to surprise us with what it has in store. When we surrender to life's flow, we also become more present. We stop living in the future, constantly worrying about what will happen next, and instead we focus on the here and now. The present moment is the only moment we truly have, and when we surrender, we allow ourselves to fully experience life as it is, without the interference of our fears or anxieties. Being present allows us to see the beauty and richness in each moment, even in the smallest of things. It allows us to appreciate the journey rather than just the destination. In surrendering, we align ourselves with the natural rhythms of life. Life has its ups and downs, its seasons of growth and rest. And when we accept these cycles, we become more in tune with the ebb and flow of the universe. Just as nature has its seasons, so do we. There will be times of great activity and achievement, and times of rest and reflection. When we surrender to these cycles, We no longer force ourselves to be constantly moving forward. We understand that there is value in both the work and the rest, in the active pursuit of our dreams and the quiet moments of reflection. To surrender to the flow of life requires faith. It requires trust in the unseen forces at work in the universe, in the timing of things, and in the belief that everything is unfolding as it should. It's about trusting that even when things don't go according to our plan, they are still going according to a higher plan. And when we trust this process, we can move forward with greater ease and peace, knowing that we are always being guided toward what is best for us. Surrendering to the flow of life is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength. It takes courage to let go of control and trust in something greater than ourselves. But when we do, we find that life becomes much easier, more fulfilling, and far more joyful. We learn to ride the waves of life rather than struggle against them, finding peace and contentment in the process, and trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The law of allowing is one of the most profound and liberating principles you can embrace on your journey to personal growth and fulfillment. It's the practice of releasing control and giving yourself permission to receive and experience life as it is, without resistance. So often we try to control everything around us, our circumstances, our relationships, and even our emotions, believing that if we can just manage it all, we will be happy and at peace. However, the truth is that by trying to control life, we create tension and resistance, which can lead to frustration and inner turmoil. The law of allowing invites us to let go of this need for control and instead open ourselves up to the flow of life. It's about surrendering the need for perfection and embracing what comes, trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. At the heart of the law of allowing is the understanding that life has its own rhythm, and we are not always meant to intervene in that rhythm. Everything in life has its own timing, from the blossoming of a flower to the unfolding of our own desires. When we try to force things to happen, we resist the natural flow, which can lead to frustration and stagnation. But when we allow life to unfold without interference, we create space for miracles, synchronicities, and opportunities to appear. The law of allowing is not about passivity. It is about stepping back and trusting that the universe has a plan that is far greater than anything we could orchestrate ourselves. One of the most powerful aspects of the law of allowing is its ability to help us release judgment. We often judge ourselves and others harshly, believing that things should be different from the way they are. We judge situations as good or bad, right or wrong, and in doing so, we create resistance. Judgment keeps us stuck in a cycle of negative thinking, where we are constantly trying to change things that are outside of our control. The law of allowing teaches us to release judgment and instead accept things as they are, knowing that every experience, no matter how challenging, is contributing to our growth. When we stop judging, we open ourselves to a greater sense of peace and acceptance, allowing life to flow more freely. Allowing also means giving ourselves permission to feel and experience our emotions fully without judgment or suppression. Emotions are a natural part of being human, and they are not meant to be ignored or repressed. When we allow ourselves to feel what we feel, we are better able to process our emotions and let them pass through us. Suppressing emotions only creates more resistance, which leads to greater stress and inner conflict. By embracing the law of allowing, we create the space to acknowledge our feelings and release them when they are no longer serving us. This practice brings us into alignment with our true selves and allows us to experience life with greater authenticity and freedom. Another key element of the law of allowing is the understanding that everyone has their own journey and path to follow. We cannot control other people's actions, decisions, or experiences, and it is not our job to try. So often we try to control or fix the people around us, believing that we know what's best for them. But the law of allowing invites us to release this need to control others and instead give them the freedom to live their own lives. When we allow others to be who they are and follow their own path, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to manage or fix them. This not only creates more harmonious relationships, but also encourages personal growth and independence for both ourselves and those around us. The law of allowing also applies to the way we approach our desires and goals. Many of us have a tendency to become attached to the outcome, thinking that if we just work hard enough or control enough of the variables, we will achieve success. While hard work and focus are important, the law of allowing teaches us that we must also trust the timing and process of life. When we let go of our attachment to specific outcomes and allow ourselves to enjoy the journey, we create space for miracles to happen. This doesn't mean that we stop working toward our goals. It means that we trust that everything will unfold as it should without forcing or pushing. In the same way, the law of allowing encourages us to trust in the process of manifestation. We live in a world where instant gratification is often the norm, and we may find ourselves frustrated when things don't manifest as quickly as we want them to. However, manifestation is a process that requires patience, trust, and allowance. When we set our intentions and take inspired action, we must also surrender the need to control the outcome and trust that what is meant for us will come in divine timing. The law of allowing teaches us that our desires are already on their way to us, and all we need to do is remain open and receptive to their arrival. Allowing also invites us to embrace the present moment fully. So often we are caught up in the past or the future, either regretting what has happened or worrying about what's to come. But the law of allowing encourages us to be present and to experience life as it is, without resistance or fear. By focusing on the present moment, we stop trying to control what is outside of our control and begin to trust the flow of life. When we allow ourselves to be present, we experience life more deeply with greater awareness and gratitude for each moment. Practicing the law of allowing also means trusting in the abundance of the universe. So many of us operate from a mindset of scarcity, believing that there is never enough time, money, love, or opportunities. This mindset creates resistance, as we hold on tightly to what we have, fearing that if we let go, we will lose everything. However, the law of allowing teaches us that the universe is abundant, and there is more than enough to go around. When we allow ourselves to receive what is rightfully ours without resistance, we open ourselves to the flow of abundance in all areas of our lives. To practice the law of allowing, begin by releasing the need to control. Trust that the universe knows what is best for you and allow life to unfold naturally. Let go of judgment both toward yourself and others and embrace the present moment with gratitude and acceptance. Allow your desires to come to you in their own perfect timing without attachment to the outcome. Trust the process and be open to the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. When you practice the law of allowing, you open yourself to greater peace, freedom, and fulfillment, knowing that you are in alignment with the flow of life.